Hello, my name's Jadyn, and I read tarot cards. Um, Today I am here to do a lessons reading for the collective. I hope that it finds everyone well. Um, but yeah, we are coming out of Mercury retrograde and Scorpio season and moving into Sagittarius season. So with this shift of energy, I thought it would be a nice little video to put up. What lessons are we learning? And what have we already mastered? So, with all that being said, a few disclaimers. I'm here to provide guidance and clarity, but that does not mean that I can make decisions for you. You have a head and you have a heart. Use them both, and everything will be great. Next, this is a general reading, so it might not apply to you because it can't apply to everyone. There's so many readers on this here YouTube, so I hope that you find something that does resonate. If it doesn't, as always, if something does apply, take it. If it doesn't apply, leave it there because, like I said, it's general. You got it. You get the gist. And yeah, let's just have fun. Leave comments down below. Like, subscribe to my channel. I'm so goofy. Okay. Well, yeah, let's get started. Basically, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions in this reading. I'm gonna pull a few cards per question, and yeah, we'll just read from there. Whew. The first question is, what lessons have you already mastered? So, okay. So we have the Nine of Swords, we have Strength in reverse, and we have the Eight of Swords. So you have mastered the ability to be vulnerable. You are starting to realize, the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so you've mastered understanding that strength is more than just, brute force. It's more than, I can take everything to the chin and not flinch. It's more about, taking the time to be vulnerable, taking the time to understand when you're not okay and acknowledging your feelings and validating them and letting yourself know they're okay. You've also mastered getting out of your own way. So the Eight of Swords is all about being imprisoned by your own thoughts, doubts, insecurities, and the inability to take a step forward because of those thoughts playing in your mind. Feeling like your hands are tied, but since this is the what you've already mastered section, it feels as though you are learning to put those fears aside. You're learning to accept that these are literally just thoughts and therefore should not affect the way that you're moving, breathing, and the things that you're going after. So we love to see that. With the bottom of the deck being the Ten of Cups, I feel like, you're not letting your vulnerabilities get in the way of what you really truly want and what's going to make you happy. You're moving past the idea that, you can't do something, even if you really want it, just because you're scared or someone said you couldn't. So we love to hear it. It's a wonderful thing to master. What lessons are we learning currently? I said don't take that one, so I'm not going to take that. There we go. Okay. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, the Fool in reverse. So, the lesson that we're currently learning is one about making connections and allowing ourselves to really show up fully. I say this because with this Seven of Wands in this depiction, I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. Yes. 8 coins Tattoo Tarot deck. But in this one, it's like you're literally being defensive of your heart. So you have this new opportunity coming in, this new, possibly a love, but a new connection, something that's going to bring you, or has the potential to bring you, emotional fulfillment, emotional partnership. And for some reason, you're in this place of defense. You're not necessarily wanting to really open up to it. And with this Three of Swords in reverse, it tells me that there's something that you're still healing, or you're just working on releasing it, working on trying to show up presently and putting in the trust that whoever is coming in is going to treat you the way that you need to be treated. Bottom of the deck is the Fool reverse. It's like you're holding yourself back. You're holding yourself back from really stepping into this new opportunity, this next chapter with this new connection, because whatever hurt in the past, it really did hurt. But the fact remains that, your heart has been healed. And the only person, you're the one fighting. You're the one defending everything. You have to be able to put yourself in a position of trust and, open yourself back up to love. It's like it's better to live within an open wound than a closed heart. I don't necessarily agree with that full phrase, because I feel like you need to do your healing first. But if the only part of your healing that's left is for you to literally just open back up, that's where it needs to be. It's time for you to, live life to the fullest. It's okay to be vulnerable. You already mastered that lesson. So go ahead and open back up. So, what are we struggling with? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Six of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Wands, I'm feeling like what's scaring you is knowing how passionate this could be, or could get, and how much effort's being brought to you. It's like you are coming from a situation where, things might not have been as easygoing, or like things weren't as reciprocated. Things didn't really show up the way that you wanted them to show up. And so now that you have this person who is coming at you with all the passion, all the reciprocation, they want to show you off, all of that, it's throwing you for a loop. So you're kind of resisting moving into the smoother waters because you've never been there before. The bottom of the deck is the Lovers in reverse. Something in your past has taught you that, there's always going to be discourse. And so you're fearing coming up into this new connection, this new relationship, or this new opportunity because you've been hurt in the past. But you have to understand that this is something of value. This is a brand new start. This is something that's going to, bring you some type of abundance, bring you some type of value into your life, bring you stability. This experience does not have to be one of going back and forth and arguing and not letting your points be heard, and just consistent instability of going back and forth. But that is what you're struggling with. The fact that, this new connection, this new opportunity is going to come at you with that passion. What's going to help us overcome this struggle? We have the King of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Lovers in reverse again. So, with the Lovers in reverse, I think that it's time to fully let go of any soul connection that you had in the past. It's not that there wasn't love there. That's not that you weren't meant for love. It's just that this experience was not made for you. With the Four of Wands, I feel like what's really going to help you overcome is just laying a solid foundation. It's so funny. I was doing a live reading yesterday, and literally it was talking about the importance of having a strong foundation, how you need communication, you need a level of trust, you need to be able to, be open and honest at all times. And with this King of Cups, it's like it's time to be emotionally intelligent and realize, like, when you're operating out of fear, you're operating out of past traumas, is that really going to bring you to where you want to be? And also realizing how other people show up, realizing how you can, cater to this person or cater to this opportunity in a way that you haven't before, and actually listen to their point of view because you want this to work. You're building a solid foundation. Okay. So, the last question is, how is this going to be beneficial to you? So, why is this lesson beneficial? I feel like you want to come out, so let's come out. Why is this lesson going to be beneficial? Woo. Okay. Last card that came out was the Queen of Swords, and then the bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. But let's see what we got. This lesson is going to bring you justice. I feel like, you know, in the past, this past experience, and honestly, I wouldn't say that this is all about love because, you know, this is a general reading. It could apply to so many things, but a lot of the cards that came out today have references to love or connection or some type of relationship, even if it isn't romantic. The message that I'm getting with this Eight of Cups right here is that at some point you turned your back on love. You just completely shut down the possibility that love could be in your future, or that it was going to be something that you would experience. You're like, okay, maybe they can be in love, but I'm not going to be in love because it's not for me. And it's because you put so much effort into this and so much love, so much care into whatever this was. When you had to walk away, it really hurt you. And so you were just like, you know, I'm gonna just do me. But I feel like this is going to be setting the scales back even. This is going to bring you balance. This is almost like karmic retribution. Like, you went through this past experiences and you did the work to learn your lessons. So it's time for you to reap the benefits. Love is coming back to you. And also, you're going to be more comfortable in setting boundaries and operating out of a space where, you know, you want people to come in, you want to interact with people, but you also understand that you are it's always been about you. This has always been about you. Coming out, see, in the bottom of the deck, coming out of mind games, coming out of just constant reflection, and coming out of confliction, petty fights, things that, you know, you really didn't deserve in the past. Everything's being set straight because you're going to be setting this solid foundation. You're going to be setting the correct boundaries so that, you know, when you show up and when this love, this connection, this opportunity shows up, you can treat it like it is. Something good, something that's going to bring you back to balance. But okay. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below if it resonated. Like, subscribe. I'm going to try to be a lot more consistent with these because, you know, Spirit told me so. Told me to do it, and I said yes. Peace.